You ever heard of Blasphemous HD, Illuminati, or Master Ugu? These are just a few YouTubers who once ruled the platform like king, but for one reason or another, came crashing down into obscurity. But none of them suffered quite the same fate as Nas Daily. Believe it or not, Nas Daily was once an absolute giant on YouTube. He was everywhere. Whether you were scrolling through your feed or watching another video, Nas was always there, his massive grin and signature black t-shirt taking over. He went from raking in millions of views per video to barely scraping 100,000 views, all despite having a whopping 13 million subscribers. So how did Nas fall so fast? It's time to take a closer look at the rise and deserved fall of Nas Daily. Believe me, Nas wasn't always the villain of his own story. In fact, at one point, he was untouchable. His videos were everywhere. You couldn't escape him. No matter where you went, there he was, bringing you bizarre and fascinating topics that you never knew you needed to know about. Picture this. I found a man who is a human calculator. Hi, I'm Scott Flansburgh, and I'm faster than any calculator on the planet. Scott could add numbers faster than he could talk, and he never even graduated from high school. It was crazy. It was engaging. And for a time, Nas Daily was beloved. People loved him. He had this infectious energy that drew you in and kept you hooked. One person commented on one of his older videos, "I'm much obliged to Nas for such inspiring videos, giving a light of goodness in everyone's heart watching him. I wish that this channel reaches every individual sharing this land." At one point, his content wasn't just content, it was a movement. Nas seemed to be creating something meaningful. But oh, how the mighty have fallen. Fast forward to today. His channel is a shell of what it once was. Almost all of his videos now have horrible like-to-dislike ratios. His comments are filled with frustration and anger. People have turned on Nas in a big way. One Twitter user went so far as to write, "Is it weird that I hate Nas Daily more than anyone else on earth? I mean, he makes videos, which is ultimately not that big a deal, but when I see his face, I feel like I'm going to have a stroke." The replies, overflowing with agreement. Ouch, right? So what went wrong? How did Nas, once on top of the world, lose it all? It might all boil down to one thing: unchecked ego, narcissism, and his repeated tendency to exploit cultures and religions for the sake of content. To understand exactly how Nas destroyed his career, we need to go back to the very beginning. Nas Daily, born Nas Yen, hails from an Arab Muslim family of Palestinian descent in the small city of Araba, Israel. While this detail might seem insignificant at first, it would become central to his ultimate fall from grace. At just 19, Nas made his way into Harvard University to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. It was there that Nas uploaded his very first YouTube video in November 2012, titled Operation Skyfall, First Hamburger in Space. Yes, you read that right, a hamburger in space. Nas, along with his Harvard friends, attached a hamburger to a weather balloon and sent it soaring 30,000 meters into the atmosphere. Guess what? It went viral. The video gained over 500,000 views in less than 20 days. But Nas wasn't ready to dive into regular YouTube content just yet. Instead, it was a wake-up call, an indicator that YouTube had an audience waiting for someone like him. Yet, it took Nas 4 more years to finally return to the platform with his new goal: becoming a full-time content creator. By this point, Nas had begun a rather unique vlog series on Facebook. He uploaded a 1-minute video every single day, showcasing fascinating facts and stories from all around the world. By January 2019, after 1,000 days of daily uploads, Nas had gained over 12 million followers. But that wasn't enough. He wanted more, and so he ventured into YouTube. He began uploading longer, higher quality videos, ones with more polished production values. And that's when the real magic happened. 20 million people visit one city every year. And that city is not London, New York, or Mumbai. It's a tiny dot on the map called This Kind of Hook. It captured millions of views, propelling him into mainstream success. His videos exploded, and Nas became a massive YouTube star. His audience grew. His success skyrocketed. But just as fast as he shot up, Nas Daily's empire began to crumble. Unlike other YouTubers whose careers tanked after a single scandal, Nas's downfall was more of a slow burn, a series of colossal mistakes that slowly turned his fan base against him. For instance, in July 2021, Nas uploaded a video called World's Oldest Tattoo Artist. It featured a 103-year-old Filipino woman, Whang-Od, who was celebrated for her unique tattooing style, passed down through generations in the Philippines. Sounds like an interesting topic, right? Well, it was, until Nas tried to turn it into a profit machine. The video was lighthearted, just like all his others. But if you looked at the video description, things took a dark turn. Nas wrote, "For today's video, we flew all the way to the islands of the Philippines to bring you this story. And what's even better is that we convinced Whang-Od to become a teacher. So she is now officially teaching on Nas Academy." Nas was offering a tattoo course from Whang-Od on his educational platform, Nas Academy. At first, everything seemed fine. Nas was helping Whang-Od share her culture, and he was also earning some extra cash. But things quickly took a turn when a relative of Whang-Od stepped forward on Facebook and called the whole thing a scam. Warning, Whang-Od Academy is a scam. My grandmother did not sign any contract with Nas Daily to do any academy. Some people are taking advantage of our culture. Please help us stop this disrespect to the legacy of Apo Whang-Od and to the Butbot tribe. Instead of addressing the issue calmly and sincerely, Nas shot back with a video showing Whang-Od's thumbprint on the contract. He added, "40% of Nas Academy is made up of Filipinos, so for us, this is personal." This only infuriated his critics further. It felt condescending, almost like he was trying to use the Filipino community as a shield to deflect blame. And his statements didn't stop there. Another Facebook post surfaced, this time by a woman named Gracia, who also spoke out against Nas, claiming that Whang-Od had no idea what was happening. The backlash only grew from there. Nas had been caught exploiting not just a culture, but an entire community. Yet, this wasn't the only scandal that stained Nas's reputation. His next one involved a Filipino farmer named Louise Malo and her nonprofit project, the Cacao Project. Louise accused Nas of being dismissive and disrespectful of Filipinos and their struggles. In fact, she claimed that Nas referred to the farmers as so poor and that he had no real interest in their cause. He was just after the views. His apology? A half-hearted denial that only made matters worse. And then, the crypto scandal erupted. Nas Daily uploaded a now-deleted video titled "The Most Generous Bitcoin Billionaire." In it, he glorified Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the crypto exchange FTX, as a philanthropic hero. But there was a catch. Nas didn't disclose that it was likely a paid promotion. Fans later found out that Nas had been secretly shilling for crypto scammers. As if that wasn't bad enough, Nas then turned his attention to the religion of over 2 billion people, Islam. His video, "I studied Islam for 1 month and I lost all my hair," was not only disrespectful, but also filled with misinformation. Nas mocked sacred practices, leading to outrage from the Muslim community. Things got even worse when Nas uploaded a video titled "My Israel and Palestine Explained." People were looking to him for an opinion on the heated Israel-Palestine conflict. Instead of giving a thoughtful, nuanced perspective, Nas tried to appear neutral, only angering both sides. People were furious. They saw right through his attempts at playing both sides, and they called him out on it. His hypocrisy didn't go unnoticed either, with his own words about being Israeli first, Palestinian second, surfacing in an old tweet. Nas Daily's career didn't just fall from grace, it imploded. The bigger he got, the more scandalous his actions became. But the truth is, Nas's downfall wasn't just because of a few mistakes. It was about a series of ego-driven decisions, exploitation, and hypocrisy that led to the collapse of his empire. And that, my friends, is the shocking downfall of Nas Daily, a once-beloved figure who failed to recognize his mistakes, faced the consequences, and lost everything. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more inspiration.